Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey guys, Euro94 back with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Dragon Ball Super Bandai of America Dragon Stars. This is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we have our normal package for this line. This is the side of the box showing Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then on the other side showing nothing. The back side shows the rest of the wave and all the other characters included. They do half and half here, so Series 9 is only 3 figures and Series 10 is 3 figures. They've been doing that since the beginning, but I always consider all this one series, but they kind of make it confusing by splitting it in half. Anyways, links down below in case you guys are interested in picking these guys up. You can pre-order it at Big Bad Toy Store down below. So this is the first series that they've put out without a Build-A-Figure included. So a lot of people were talking about that. It's still the same price tag, but no Build-A-Figure, which is interesting. So I wonder why they went that route. They actually didn't really add anything else to it. I see the same amount of accessories. In terms of hands, only a couple, of hands, and that's it. They could have given us some effects. This was a great opportunity for that. Maybe extra heads, because they don't like doing the extra head thing. At least with this one, you can do different facial expressions. I don't know, but something a little extra, or if not, at least retool or make a new mold for the legs and fixed the issues with the legs at least, or give us an ab, something extra of that matter is what I would have had looked forward to if you guys are going to take away the Build-A-Figure. But anyways, they did not do any of the above that I listed, so you're just getting a figure now minus a Build-A-Figure. So take that however you want to take it. Anyways, here is a Dragon Ball GT character, which is quite amazing in my eyes because GT, in my opinion, doesn't get enough love. I'm in the minority where I actually love GT, and I wish there was more things produced of GT. I'm hoping for SH Figuarts GT figures eventually. It's my hope because they're, in my opinion, the only ones that can make the definitive figure for Dragon Ball overall. This figure's okay. It's not totally amazing, but it is indeed better than the Jakks Pacific Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which was our only 6-inch, 5-inch scale figure at the time before this came out, fully articulated and all that, not counting the battle collection, the Chinese Super Battle collections and all that from way back then. Anyways, here's the figure. He's got a pair of fists packed in, and then we have her. As always, they don't they don't try with the hands. They just give every single character that they release open hands like this, the same pose, the same exact pose. They at least gave us this one right here, instant transmission. So one extra hand, whoop-de-doo. Anyways, here is the figure up close, and the sculpt's pretty okay. At least the fur area. It's pretty okay. It's not too bad for Dragon Stars. Look at the back. Not too bad at all. Now, there is an error with the design here, and somebody pointed it out. I forgot who. But you can see the shoulders right there. It's painted as skin, and it's supposed to be red fur all the way to the shoulders. So they really messed up there. They painted it all skin, and once you kind of see it, it kind of sticks out a lot on the back. You can see all the white, or I guess all the skin tone, but it's definitely supposed to be more red on the shoulders. So a little error on their part for the design, but in terms of articulation, as you can see, it's basically the same. The face looks okay. It's not as bad as I was expecting, so I guess that's good. And the hair sculpt's actually really good. Not too bad on the hair sculpt. A lot of people make fun of the faces and the hair sculpt in pretty much the whole figure of these. But the hair on past releases have come out very, very rounded. The points of the hair come out very rounded, and these aren't as rounded as others. These are a little bit more sharp, so it looks a little better on this one. So it makes a little bit of a difference, for sure. Now, in terms of articulation, We have the head that can move left and right. Of course, we get these two pieces of hair kind of hindering it, but he can still look left and right. And they actually made that a separate piece that can move around, so I guess it doesn't completely hinder it totally. Although he cannot look up at all. And then down a little bit, not too much there. The arms will move forward and back, in and out. It'll kind of move around there in that socket. So I guess that's okay. It's not any butterfly, but you see it's a ball joint there, so it'll do everything a ball joint will do, go around. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that work pretty good. Swivel at the wrist with a hinge. No torso articulation. Of course, we do have a waist swivel. The legs are the same here, moving up, and they're actually a little bit loose on mine, you can see. Yeah, so moving forward and back, in and out that far only. I'm not a big fan of these legs. They've been doing these ever since they started this line, and they haven't changed it. There is a thigh swivel. The knees they have double joints, but they only bend at a 90-degree angle. And then we have the ankles moving forward and back on a hinge slightly. There's a slight pivot, a swivel, and that's all. Here's a quick look, closer look at the face and the figure overall. Like I said, it's not too bad at all. You know, coming from this line, I expected a little bit worse. So decent, you know, very decent for them. And the sculpt, just a closer look overall. Everything we just looked at. Just a little closer there. The tail actually does move its ball joint, but it just swivels in circles like that. It doesn't really do anything else, and it's fixed in this pose here. So it's kind of awkward sometimes. You just got to kind of lay it like this, because if you go this way, it's kind of weird. If you go high, it's kind of weird too. So I guess that's the normal way you can have it. Just a big U. So in terms of a size comparison next to another Dragon Star, this is the Kaioken Super Saiyan God, Goku, and this is how he looks next to him. So height-wise, they're about the same. I guess the Kaioken is a little bit taller. If you're looking at the foreheads, I see that one a little bit taller. And the hair, I guess the tip of the hair is a little higher than the tip of the hair for SS4. Here is the Dragon Star's Jiren figure, which a lot of people do like, since it is our only articulated 6-inch Jiren right now till Figuarts releases there, because we know that's coming. But till then, this is what's holding us over, and Jiren is a little taller than Goku here. This is the Build-A-Figure from Dragon Stars as well. This was the latest one. No, actually, this one's the one before the last one. The last one was actually the Dragon Ball Z non-canon Broly, and then we had this one before that. So this is Kale from Dragon Ball Super, just towering over Goku here. And this is just an SH Figuarts Vegeta, because there is no SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Goku, of course, to compare him next to. And there he is next to the Jakks Pacific Dragon Ball GT Omega Shenron figure. Keep in mind that these figures were generally like a 5-inch scale, so they're just a little slightly smaller in scale. So there's your review of the Dragon Stars Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Honestly, for what we have now, this is the best we have. Posed like this, just normal. You can see he's doing the instant transmission. Actually, the hand looks a little big, actually, now that I have him posed like this. The hand looks huge. Wow, that hand at least. Anyways, this is the best Super Saiyan 4 Goku we have right now. And I'm just hoping Tamashii really puts out that Super Saiyan 4 Goku that they showed off years ago. That prototype alone was better than this, of course. I mean, there's no contest between Figuarts. But compared to other figures in this line, this is actually not a horrible figure. I mean, I know I kind of hate a lot on these figures. I do buy them so I can review it for you. For the people that are interested in them, I've gotten comments before saying, why do you buy them if you don't like them? Well, to review it for you guys, so you guys don't have to buy it if you don't have to. You know, you see the video, you make your decision, then you decide whether you spend the money or not. So anyways, I like helping people out in that way, and some of these I actually do keep. Some of them I do like enough to keep, at least for a while, and some of them I don't, because I just think they're straight garbage. This one's not one of those. This one's definitely one I probably will keep until we get a more definitive version, one from Figuarts, crossing my fingers. If we can just get that from GT, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Gogeta, and if those do well, hey, then you can release some of the other characters like the Shadow Dragons, maybe Nova Shenron, maybe Omega Shenron, in Figuarts form. That would be killer. Maybe some other characters too, maybe Vegeta with the short hair. I don't know, they could do a lot. So hopefully it does well if they ever decide to release any type of GT character. That'd make my day or my year or whatever. So as far as this figure, before I get carried away with figure art ranting, it's not too bad. It photographs pretty well, as you see here. I mean, it's not too bad, but also worth noting because of the poor articulation or the poor sculpt, it just doesn't pose well either. And we all know that. We all know to expect that from these figures. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Bye.